6 months now, or almost 6 months since I started playing Genshin on day 1. I play on the Asia account because I live in Oceania, and this was a game that I had not watched any gameplays of aside from like the promotional trailers and whatnot. I pretty much went into it blind. I didn't do any rerolls. I saw on forums and whatnot that a lot of people would reroll for their favorite characters that they'd seen from other gameplays, but because I hadn't seen them, I didn't have any urge to reroll. Also, I guess it takes a lot for me to get super emotionally attracted, I guess. But yeah, so I started playing. I got my partner into it as well, and when I got to the gacha bit, my first 5-star at Wish 77 was Chi-Chi, and that's really fitting, I guess, because yeah, cha-cha, Chi-Chi, Nana, yeah, so that was meant to be. I was really sad at first because my partner wrote D-Luke and at 33 wishes, and I really was like, whoa, I guess envious and jealous because I had seen D-Luke's promotional on the MiHoYo Genshin Impact webpage, and I was like, whoa. And then I also saw Xiao, and it was also like, whoa, but D-Luke was out at the time, and to get him early roll was like, wow, 5-star DPS, amazing. So yeah, I was a bit, yeah, but it worked out in the end though, because I guess as I'm getting older, reactions and things are slower. It's nice to have a healer, and a really, really powerful healer at that, to carry me through. Like, if I can't kill it to death, then I'll just I'll outlive it anyway. So I really, really love open world games and open world anime style RPG kind of thing with Chinese VA. Oh, option of China VA and Japanese VA, English and Korean as well. That was amazeballs. So initially I played a little in English, and then I played a bit in Japanese, and then I decided to stick with Chinese because Chinese is the original, and it was just, I guess, because I can somewhat understand it, any like lost in translation things is kind of minimized, because when I read like the English subtitles and whatnot, I find that it's something has been like, not everything is able to be translated. There are a lot of cultural nuances or just meaning wordplays that doesn't translate well. I mean, localization, while they may like put their own spin on it because of language barriers, no, language just the differences in how the languages are, so having or being able to listen in the original was quite nice. And also I guess just for some or many characters Chinese is the best. Yeah. So I continued playing this game. Like, there was a time when I felt that a lot of people were banned out, like in forums and whatnot, where they just didn't find any interest after burning through all the content. But I kept going because I really liked the game. I knew quite early that I liked it and would be okay to support this because I want to see how it goes. The story was interesting, gameplay was interesting, the future stories look really interesting. So I got a monthly pack quite early on, and I've kind of continued it to now. So this is the only thing that I get. I haven't topped up yet. I probably won't. I usually don't buy this, but I do get monthlies for games that I'm quite interested in. So yeah. I am a monthly subscriber to Genshin because I like it that much. My friends fell out of interest for it, but I persisted. Yes. So in terms of progression and story, I've pretty much done with everything except Abyss because my CC sucks. So my crowd control, I should say. Yeah. So usually I go up to just floor 11 and I stop at chamber 2 because man, I just can't. That monolith just kills me. I guess I just don't have the patience as well to be bothered working hard at it to clear it. Yeah, I'm not as young as I used to be, and I just rather do the easier things and find enjoyment in that for now. Maybe when I get Vinted, if I get Vinted, I'll eventually clear the entire Abyss. But for now, I'm okay just doing what I enjoy in game, which is just running around and collecting things and enjoying the music and the sights. Otherwise, I've 100%ed all the regions. Yeah, I guess you could say I really like exploration, so I've kind of gone into every nook and cranny that I pretty much can. And I've collected a lot of treasure chests. So in Liyue, I've gotten 1,000. In Mondstadt, I have 500-ish. And then in Dragonspine, I've gotten around 200. So it's quite a lot. And then I still haven't gotten lucky with the commissions or the commission achievements. I think are the hardest. But yeah, I don't really actively achievement hunt in Genshin yet because I'm just taking it slowly. I hit adventure rank 55 around a month ago. Yeah, I don't eat resin or resin refill my... I don't refill my original resin at all. So it's just slowly every day, just play a bit so I don't burn myself out. Yeah, so my favorite area, I guess, used to be Liyue, but then it was Dragonspine. I really like the music there a lot. But otherwise, in general, I like exploring. So unfortunately, there's not much that takes you back to Dragonspine though. And yeah, but otherwise, it's a very beautiful place. I like that place a lot. In terms of story, I guess my favorite might be the 5-year harbor. That was quite nice against Osai. In regards to the character stories, perhaps, I think Vinti's was the most moving for me. A favorite though, probably Tatalia's. I really liked meeting Tuka and also knowing more about multifaceted Harbinger. So yeah, I really enjoyed that story. It would be really nice to replay it. Otherwise, it's fortunate that I did make a recording of my gameplay, so if I ever want to like kind of watch anime replay kind of the gameplay, I can always do that. So I made a playlist, YouTube playlist for that on my channel somewhere. Yeah. So in regards to characters and how my wishing has gone, so at the start I got Chi-Chi. She was my first ever 5-star pull, and I wasn't able to get enough to guarantee a Venti pool, so I never picked them up. And then following Klee, the play style was not that interesting to me, so I didn't roll. And when I saw Zhongli in the promotionals and in the story, it was like, oh. To be honest, I feel like I've never simmed so hard for some character before, like character or actor or anything. Or man, he was just like the whole package. And I knew that, oh man, when he came, I had to like, I really had to roll him. So because his banner came quite late, I was able to save up a guarantee, and I eventually got him after 80 pulls, 80 wishes since Chi-Chi. Yeah, I won, well, because I had Chi-Chi first. Zhongli was my guaranteed 5-star after. So that was quite, whoa. And I really wanted Tatalia as well, but oh man, I am a sucker for a Gluitz, and his design, and he has really nice VAs, and it's just I really wanted him too, but this banner came just before Zhongli, and I could only choose one for guaranteed, and oh my goodness, it was like it was like a long time. I was in his trial for like the longest time, many times, because I was thinking, should I pull him? Should I not? Should I risk Zhongli just for Tatalia? Like, oh my goodness, what should I do? Right up until Tatalia's banner ended, I actually was still in the trial. I just keep looking at his really nice design and listening to his idol lines, and I actually pulled quite a bit. I think at the time my pity wishing was around, started at like 50. I pulled like 30 times. He didn't appear, which is why Zhongli appeared at around 80 wishes. But yeah, my boy didn't come home earlier, so I waited, and I instantly pulled Zhongli when the banner dropped. But I don't regret, but I really want them both. Really want them both. Yeah. In regards to the standard wish, I don't pull on the banner very much, even if I have free pulls, because I want to wait until I get at least the guaranteed pity to get a 5-star. I feel that it's nicer, and I still have self-control. It's like a meditation in I practice in self-control to ensure that, you know, I in the banner happy. Yeah. It's also similar, like if there are characters that I am so with, then I don't pull at all. And then I save up until okay, there's someone I really want. That way I'm able to have a more happy outcome, or at least I don't feel as regretful. Or at least so I pull in 10s to keep track of what I've got. I don't pull on the weapon banner at all, because I feel like, this is a whale banner, so I don't touch that. Yeah. So I'm just waiting for Venti and Tatalia to return, and then I'll go and I'll burn through my fates in my gems. So so I first, so near the start of the game, I pulled Chi-Chi, and then I pulled Zhongli, and then it was like around Christmas Day, I really wanted Bennett. At the time, I didn't have Bennett, so I keep hearing really good things, and also my partner was using Bennett and was guessing like he's a really recommended boy. So I was like, okay, I'll pull for Bennett. At the time, well, I think it was Albedo's banner, and on Christmas Day, I was like, yeah, I think I'll try pull for Bennett. It's a nice Christmas. Christmas Day is usually nice, good feeling. So I pulled in the morning, and from Albedo's banner, I pulled in the morning, and I got Jean. I was like, oh, okay. I lost the 50-50. I pulled Jean at wish for 45. Yeah. So I was like, okay. I wasn't expecting that. But Bennett still hadn't come, and so I was thinking, okay, I had enough. I saved from the Frost Tree in Dragonspine as well. So I had enough to guarantee that I'll get a 5-star from the standard. So I pulled, and then still no Bennett, but who appeared was D-Luke. So I was like, wow. After 3 months, I got D-Luke after my partner finally got, after my partner had him, and I was like, my first 5-star TPS, because I guess Julie's support burst. But anyway, D-Luke came. Yeah, and so pretty much I got these two like back to back, and yeah, I've seen the shipping for these two, so I was like, is it because they're meant to be? The best shipping is Lumine Supremacy. Yeah, so I got these two guys in the morning of Christmas Day, and then later on at night I was like, I had family get together. I came home later anyway, and I keep pulling just a few more before midnight. I got Bennett finally, and then I during the pull I also got Faisal. So I ended up maxing her Constellation. I was quite lucky, I guess, because a lot of my characters are not duplicates, or I didn't get lucky or unlucky. I don't have I'm not very high in my constellations. So I think Faisal and Lumine are the only full constellation characters I have. Everyone pretty much sits at like between 1 to 4. Yeah, so that's not too bad. Yeah, I've got a few Lisa. She's quite nice. I was playing with her recently because I was slowly leveling everybody to 40. Oh, not 40. Sorry, 60. And so I've been trying them out as I do it, and it's quite interesting. But the three Amber, Kaya, and Lisa are the hardest to get constellations for anyway, though. But I was quite pleasantly surprised. I have a few for at least one for each of them, I think. No, not Kaya. But yeah. After the Jean and D-Luke wishes on Christmas Day, I decided, okay, I'm gonna decide on days I'm gonna roll on are going to be like self-imposed auspicious days, because I want them good feels. Yeah, so on the first day of the new year, I decided to roll, and I got Albedo. Part of the reasoning was also because I wanted his passive. His skills were really, his skill animations are really beautiful, but it's also his passive and crafting was also really nice, and because Albedo works well with Junli, so I picked him up too. So I picked him up on the first day of 2021. So in regards to the 4 stars, I have every one of them except Diona. I try to collect at least one of every weapon. I don't roll on the gacha that much, I think, or in my opinion. So I just keep one of each, and I pretty much refine if I get multiple. I like to just have one of each. It's not as clutter looking, I guess. Yeah. And artifacts, I'm slowly farming through them, but I only use a few main DPSs anyway, so I just leave it be. When in regards to item drops, I think it's my. I used to just kill everything on my way to anywhere, and that's how I accumulated a lot of the mob drops. And yeah, I don't farm artifacts very much because most of my resin went into boss killing. So this is my weekly boss drops. I've only leveled the talents for Diluc and Zhongli, but I've been quite lucky that I have a nice spread. Yeah, I hope it continues as such. Yeah, as you can see, these are for my other fire and geo characters. Eventually, I would like to get them all to, I think, level 70, so I can get that freebie wish roll. Yeah. I think I've collected all the recipes I can. I cook what I just cook for completion's sake. Time to time I do collect the rocks, the ore mining, because I feel that it's quite good for when I want to suddenly level a weapon. So as you can see here, I convert all mine to the enhancement ores so that when I do want to quickly level up a weapon, then I can just do so quickly. Yes. So when the Sealy event came, I had a hard time deciding between the blue and the gold. Eventually I went with Dayflower because it reminded me of Natalia, and it's just really cute, like a little blue water balloon. So I chose this one in the end. Eventually, if I hope the event rolls around again, I'll pick up the gold one. Yeah, my partner chose the pink one because it's different looking, he said. And then I guess from Tatalia's story, a really nice keepsake was this. So I never did exchange this Mora pouch because it's really cute icon. I wish I could have had a little mini Mr. Cyclops of my own as well, but maybe someday. I wonder if there's a plushie for it too. I collect plushies a lot. I collect a lot of plushies, so it'll be really nice to add to my collection. Yeah. I don't touch my fragile resin because I keep hoping maybe there's something better, an event coming out that I can like spam fragile resin for super crazy good rewards. But it seems that events don't really use cost resin anymore, so I just keep storing this. Yeah, because I didn't really artifact farm. I just boss kill with daily original resin, so it's not really necessary for me to use this until I really need it. Then I have a lot of it. Yeah, I really like the world within Genshin. Everything is really beautiful. It's a treat for the visual and the audio. The story is captivating for me. A lot of mysteries, a lot of hidden lore here and there, and the characters are really nice in design and their backstories. I just wish that we could see them in the world. It'll make it more lively, because otherwise it just feels sad, like, oh, because it's a wishable character, it's suddenly not allowed to be in the world anymore. That just feels a little weird. So I hope someday that the playable characters can be like as NPCs in the world as well. I think I'd still recommend it to friends if people are still new to this, because there's quite a lot of things to do now, and although a lot of people do burn through the content quite quickly, well, that's them burning it through quite quickly. I think pacing oneself is also quite good. Enjoy the sights, the adventure, the stories in the world. The dialogues are quite interesting. So yeah, it's I like this game. That's a bit of a account update, I guess. And small review on Genshin. I do see myself playing it in the foreseeable future for some time still, at least for the remainder of this year. The events and the stories that are coming out are quite interesting, and to be honest, I feel that the 6-week pacing that MiHoYo are doing is fine. Adulting is hard, no? So Genshin has a pretty good pace for me. I just wish maybe with events that the amount of primo generation is a bit higher, so that I can wish for a bit more. I guess part of it stems from the upcoming banner back to back of 2 characters I really want. But yeah, so that's about it. Thank you for listening.